Okay, so we're going to start off with, this is day 5 here, day 5, and we're just going to do a push, a pull, a core, and then a cardio sequence. Now, this is day 5, right, out of 6 or 7. So it's towards the end of the week. We've had a lot of activation previous in the first 4 days, and now we're going to concentrate on we're going to minimize the amount of work that's going on. So we're only going to do 2 or 3 quote-unquote strength moves here, and we're going to do a longer duration. But again, what we're going to do is we're going to work this on a volume set. We're going to do a lot of sets of these at a lower intensity level. Not going to go anywhere near towards failure. Okay, so for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do pull-ups. I'm going to then follow that up by the erg. I'm going to hit dips, and then I'm going to follow that with the bike, and then I'm just going to go to the floor and do yanda sit-ups. Okay, now each interval length is 30 seconds, so 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. So I've got to create some transition time in there. So the erg and the bike are going to be full 30 seconds, and I'll use the strength moves to get the work in and then get to the next one. So I might be doing only 3 to 5 repetitions of each one of these, but I can concentrate on the quality of those movement patterns while I'm going through it. Now I'm going to go 25 rounds of that. I'm going to do around 60 minutes of work. I got the time. I'm going to I want to take the opportunity to give the body a little extra stress to adapt to, but in a way that it can absorb. Right? It's not so intense that I can't handle that. So that's what I'm doing. But if you don't have that time, you don't have that training history in order to do that much volume, then great. You're going to back it off. You got to be sensible about this. You may do a 20-minute round of this, right? Great way to get started. Then as you progress and get more and more fit, you can start to add time and duration to these. Okay? Now on the side here, I have some alternatives here. If, let's say I don't have any pieces of equipment, right? I'm going to do a row. I can set up a broom handle over the top of 2 chairs and do an inverted row. You can look on YouTube to see some of those things. Then I can do some jumping jacks. I can go to the floor and do any type of push-up. Knees, elevated, whatever I need to do in order to do the push-ups. Then I could just do high knees. And then I could go back to the floor and do sit-ups or a plank depending on where you are with that movement. Now, a word of caution here with the jumping jacks and the high knees, make sure you're on it, you're doing it on a fairly, a nice pad, especially if you're not used to the impact. So you kind of dissipate the forces there and give the structures some time, give the physiology some time to adapt to that new movement. But that's just an idea, right? So this kind of gives you how you can make this programming effective for what you have. Okay, on that note, we're going to get started. What I'm going to do, just because the essence times on these videos, is I'm going to shut it down now. I'm going to get started with the training, and I'll punch it in for the last round. Okay, and then we can have a quick chat, and then off you go. Okay, rock and roll. Okay, last round. I skipped sit-ups so I could get this 10, round 25, 5 seconds. right. Okay, good. So, nice. Yeah, catch my breath. Simple combination. And listen, I could have done an hour of that, 25 rounds of that, if I came out of the gate and was breathing like this halfway through, right? So you're learning the pace, right? Pull-ups through a struggle, but that was 125th pull-up. So with all the other fatigue based into it. But really, hopefully, you'll notice that, or I hope it's the way it looks to me, is I'm really trying to maintain the integrity of that movement pattern through it. You know, doing the ergs with the single leg. Again, there's an added benefit there. There's some other carryover that's going to be utilized. That's going to be great to have, especially as you're growing older. But just from having tools to utilize every day at your beck and call that help, that just keep you out of that injury spectrum. Okay. Again, I showed you some alternatives there. You do not have to have this equipment. It's nice, right? But totally not necessary. You know, the military is a perfect example how getting away with just body weight calisthenic type stuff is tremendously beneficial to your body. Okay, I think that's it for today. Let's check back in and do it again tomorrow. Again, play with what you're capable of doing. Learn some exercises. The one thing that the resources, the YouTube and all that have, is that there's a wealth of knowledge as far as movement, you know, different exercises that you can use, and they're actually done pretty well. Okay, it's what we're doing here is learning how to put them together into a program that's going to counteract that aging effect. Okay, I'm out. Take care. That's a good workout.